Hey everyone, you may have noticed that there was no video this past Friday. That's because I spaced and forgot to upload it ahead of time. By the time I realized that I forgot to upload it and get it ready to activate, I was already in Rhode Island for TempleCon. TempleCon is a convention that sort of revolves around the theme of what they call retrofuturism. It's kind of a look back at how the past saw the future and our own retrospective perspective on that. Themes include cyberpunk, steampunk, neo-Victorianism. There's a whole bunch of different things that over the past years they've done a different theme each year. Now this year was the 10th year of TempleCon. They called it Crossroads, and it's kind of the meeting of all the previous themes, kind of celebrating all of it brought together, and maybe a look kind of into what's in the future for the con. This is the first year that I've done TempleCon. I was invited to run an RPG by a friend of a friend, who was also a friend of another friend, completely unrelated. Small world. Good times. Because it's what I was familiar with, I ran the Demon Hunters RPG. It's the system that I'm most familiar running. I really enjoy the Cortex system. Dead Gentleman is coming out with a new version of the Demon Hunters RPG based on a different system. I backed it on Kickstarter. I don't know if I'll actually use it because I really do enjoy Cortex. But still, give it a shot. Anyway, 3 nights, Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night, 10 to 2 in the morning, while my friend AJ did the same. Hi. I'm sorry you're not on camera. Did you fart? You farted. Oh my god. It's cold and snowy outside. I actually have a snow day, but I just need the fresh air. Anyway, in addition to the ideas of, again, cyberpunk was really predominant, and there was some other themes as well. In addition to those ideas, the con is very gaming focused. Again, I ran RPGs, there were RPGs running the entire day, and moreover there was a really big focus for tabletop wargaming, Warhammer and things like that. A great big area where people could, yes, go outside, that's where you can fart. There was a whole wing that was devoted with just tables for wargaming, and vendors for that kind of thing were all situated in one spot. So that was really cool. I've never done tabletop wargaming. Quite frankly, I know that I don't have the funds or inclination to do so, but it's still a really fascinating thing to kind of look at and watch, to watch people play a little bit. There was also a lot of board gaming. Some of the people that were panelists were actually doing some final playtesting, as well as kind of just helping to premiere a game that they were going to be launching on Kickstarter. That company is Gooder Games, and the game is Great Gobbo Grab. The Kickstarter will be starting, they said, by the end of the weekend, so that information can be found in the description below. If it's not up by the time this video goes up, then when it does go up, I'll come back and update the description. Really fun game. I probably played it for an hour and a half just playing with some of the developers there and other people that had come by. Really enjoyed the game, and I'm looking forward to seeing it kickstarted. Hopefully it does well. Very chaotic game, which is fun. Screwing with people. Good times. There was also some collectible card games being played, Magic and stuff like that. And there was also video gaming. Not so much like console setup, whatever, but in the rotunda, a big classic arcade room basically was set up. I set a high score on Missile Command, not the highest score, but in the top 10 high scores on Missile Command on Thursday night when I got there, and then proceeded to not get on the board for any other games. But that's fine because I'm not really an arcade gamer, but it was still fun to play that. I've never played Asteroids on a cabinet before, so that was really fun. Bit of Spy Hunter, bit of Centipede, things like that, really fun. In addition to that, there was a game called Starship Horizons. Now, you remember the video for Artemis Starship Bridge Simulator. Again, I played that with a bunch of friends, and it's a lot of fun. It's the first and so far only game in that genre of Starship Bridge Simulator. Starship Horizons is a new game that is in, I think it's in alpha. I think they're getting ready to go into beta. That is, you can still tell it's an early build. It was a little buggy, but they had a room set up where they had 2 different bridges and people playing 4 different stations on it for communications, tactical or weapons, flight, and did I say science? No, I didn't. So science. And it was a lot of fun. Me and AJ showed up. We had a lot of previous experience with Artemis, so that did translate to Starship Horizons. It's a different kind of interface, a very different aesthetic. Whereas Artemis is more Star Trek based in how the ships look, Starship Horizons takes a little more of a greebly, realistic look, more detail, a little more Star Wars, or numerous other sci-fi aesthetics around there. Even some of the newer Star Trek series have more detail and such. Whereas Artemis is very simple, flowing lines, Star Trek original series. Not being a fan of Star Trek, I'm speaking out of my ass a little bit here, so if I'm wrong on any of this, just comments below. Welcome. They were running the same mission for everybody that came in, called the Long Patrol, and you go to waypoints and check out a comm station, make sure everything's fine, fight a couple dudes. The last one you fight 3 dudes, including one that's a little hard. And we did, no problem, we did that. Second time around that we did that, everything's going well, and we figure, okay, we do this fast, and then they'll be able to give us a harder mission. After we do one pass at the 3 guys on that last mission, all of a sudden, science sees contacts, like, everywhere surrounding us. I obligingly shout out, "It's a trap!" And we decided to take them on. Because of a bug, we were unable to target the last object. Turned out it was kind of a beast, and we'd taken a lot of damage. Didn't succeed, but got very close. And then we're given one more mission to do after that, which was a lot of fun. After that, I was told to contact them, and I'm hoping to get into the beta on that. If I'm allowed to, I'll keep you guys updated on that. It's a different approach. Obviously, this is in very early alpha build. In Artemis, I'm used to, post version 2.0, so it's a little comparing apples to apple seeds. But it has a lot of promise. It's nice to have another entry in the genre, and I'm very interested in seeing how it goes. So, again, that is Starship Horizons, and again, information on this and any other specific stuff that I talk about will be in the description below. There were, of course, a lot of panels. They had a lot of programming going throughout the day. What was really neat was that some people ran the same panel multiple times, so if I couldn't catch a guide to DMing, then I could catch it on the next day, because say I was at a different panel on the first day. I forget the actual name of it, but there's a lot of GMing panels that we went to, and then we went to one that was Masked in Your True Selves. That was much less a structured panel as it was listening to this stellar mask maker, whose name I think I remember, but I don't want to get wrong, so I'm just going to put it here and in the description. That talk about his experiences with mask making, what it means to him. Mask not so much hiding yourself and putting a false facade forward, but allowing you to express your true self from inside when maybe the trappings of civilization don't really let you do that. That's how I need to be a husband and this and that and the other thing. A mask lets you express yourself more truly. So that was really fun too. That was a great discussion, more than a panel, but went really well. And also attended one on Automata that talked about, the history of self-aware, normally inanimate objects becoming animate, kind of in popular culture. A really short one, a short panel, but it was still really enjoyable. And naturally, of course, there were vendors, where they had, a couple dealers' rooms in the Plaza Ballroom, and a couple other spots. Like I mentioned, the Miniatures Wargaming area had a big bunch of vendors that were kind of aimed towards that. And then there was Dealer's Row, which was on the first floor, just one hallway of suites and rooms that were just like, oh, well, they rent the room for the weekend, and they set up shop inside the room, which was great. I mean, you walk in, and it's Big Bear Trading Company, and this guy, in character, welcomes you, supplying. Where's my focus? My focus is way up here. I've been out of focus this entire time, I think. I apologize. I've been... Anyway, Big Bear Trading, for instance, Pendragon Costumes, where AJ got a really nice leather coat, and I got a really nice leather doublet that I maybe shouldn't have bought, but it looks really nice, so I enjoy it, and it's fun. That's where Starship Horizons was set up along there. There was a place that was, selling a bunch of handcrafted canes. A lot more room afforded by doing that instead of just, an 8-foot table or something. And it was a lot a lot of fun, really unique. I had a lot of fun at TempleCon this year. It was my first year going, and I will absolutely go again. I'm gonna, run another RPG next year. Getting a little more ahead of time because I had somewhat low attendance. Signage wasn't great, and I only signed up on that like a month ahead of time. So the further ahead I'm able to sign up, the more people will pre-register for the system. And it should be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it next year. Steph's interested; she'll be going. A great convention. It's in Warwick, Rhode Island. I definitely recommend checking it out. So, I'm back from TempleCon. Thursday's video is uploading now, as is this video for today. Thank you for bearing with me over the weekend. I hope you had a good weekend. I hope if you're in the U.S. Northeast, stay safe out there because I have the day off because of snow. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys next time.